Okay, interfacing with Wolf Blitzer. Breaking news. So I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, I had an issue with activated spin on a dissertation on W2 forms. An envelope stuffer is not a career, but anyway, let's see here. Also, what else is not a career is a pencil sharpener. That's not a career. Let's see. Another career is not a career is, and that's about it. That's all I can think of right now of the dumb things you can call a career. But in any case, Mueller. So I'm looking at a blog and so activated Shima. I'm like, Mueller has something to say. He must have said something. And I had a long, rough day, man. It took me 3 days to change 4 spark plugs. I was wondering what the hell, what the problem with that is. But you know what? It never fails to understand the rotary of what you go through circularly every day is like, excuse me, hi, sir, how can I, oh yeah, I wasn't just here like a week ago. But anyway, let me explain my life story. Or something or other, or oh, you just got a 5G information tech all aware, what do you call it, alignment. So we're just going to go ahead and pothole this since we know the terrain and we know where the puddles are. So, you know what I'm saying, we can just kind of do that on a shutdown alone. But, you know, is with hundreds of thousands of federal employees. And so, you know, the whole thing of it is like, you know, oh yeah, that's great. You know, so it's the everyday things that you go through, you try to do your part. You might want to look at your owner's manual when you order a Mexican pizza, but oh no, who would do that? Who would do either? Who would order a Mexican pizza at Taco Bell? Who does that? That's just, that'd be absurd. And who would look at their owner's manual to find out while they're waiting in a drive-thru if they're doing this Barkwell gap wire right? Oh no, who would do that? Oh, who would find a nut in their such and such a day? And I wonder who would do that? And that's just whatever. So here's something about something pilots during playing closest board trip and last minute hitting back in the shutdown. So they're talking about shutdown and they're talking about aircraft, something about aircraft, something taking over aircraft. What happened? One zone trip. And it's about to provide aircraft or something like that. Obviously, within the government, what I can see is they were saying about they're having a bit of a conflict within the government itself on how they're approaching the shutdown. Probably a pivotal point in this whole process is where the stalemate they're at right now in this chess game of who's going to win and what kind of compromise there's going to be. Maybe like the L horse is like juxtapositioned with the two pawns or something like that, and like it's like a critical move because you know only the horse can go backwards, you feel me, or something like that. And then like so something is, it must be a pivotal in something to make front page about an aircraft or something like that. In a personal scene, I got some auto lights and it's in a motorcraft. I didn't get the air filter, but anyway, that's besides the point. So I fixed the gap with wire again for the third time and did that. And I'm looking at people, everyday people. Where have you been for 3 days? Well, I've been working on a car or whatnot. I've been doing the things that I've been neglecting to do and stuff like that. And you know, trying to catch up on my bills, if you want to call it, or if that, or whatever. Regular people stuff. You know what I mean? Not fake W-2s. Like, I'm an envelope stuffer just to afford my rent, but I got potatoes growing with the roots growing out of my apartment. What am I to do? I guess I gotta go do the shutdown effect so I can get a Grubhub dinner tonight. And I do wonder I wonder if it's okay, all this intel I've gathered over the next 3 days with my 5G phone that I put before anything else, including myself.
I never I would never see
take this broomstick and
policy.
and so I'm like, shut down away. And I forgot it's so ingrained in the idea of the shutdown and whatnot, and there was the other direction, a heart attack, something or other, and wailing or something like that, and to no avail, And so it most likely has to be a compromise coming from a total left field of an equation, a separate entity of an equation that may want advisors want think tanks to chime in on and go ahead and clock in and get to work a little bit on a different angle of an equation that you can insert to make feel worthier of a compromise.
Acosta reporting for us at the White House. Thank you. The president is striking back at the House Speaker.